Hello, and once again, welcome to the second lecture on Diels-Alder reaction. In the first lecture, we had vividly discussed the different aspects of dienophile, how diene needs activation to make it a nucleophile, and dienophile needs deactivation to make it an electrophile for the process to start rapidly and be a good DAR. And we also saw how regioselectivity, stereoselectivity is preserved and is very important in DAR. Some people call it DAR is stereospecific. I also am not scared of using the term stereospecific, means 100% of one product. But since maybe 10%, 2% of products are of the other type, so let me refrain myself to be overconfident to use the term stereospecific. I will say it is highly stereoselective, right? Sometimes, yes, when both are cyclic, cyclopentadiene, maleic anhydride, 100% endoproduct, stereoselective. Now, coming to the cause to understand why the reaction is so highly stereoselective, so highly regioselective, and how we can prove that this pericyclic reaction, for example, 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction is thermally allowed, photochemically forbidden, while 2 plus 2 cycloaddition, that is the dimerization of ethylene, is a photochemically allowed process, not thermal. To understand this, in 1960s, two great scientists and Nobel laureates, Hofmann and Woodward and Hofmann, they devised certain rules. That rules is the conservation of orbital symmetry. That can be studied through correlation diagram. Look to the orbitals, molecular orbitals of the reactants and reactants and product. And if there is a conservation of the orbital symmetry, I mean the symmetry element can be a plane of symmetry sigma or an axis of symmetry Cn, doesn't matter. With respect to a particular element of symmetry, the orbitals of the reactant system is energetically, rightfully correlated with the orbitals of the product. So we won't discuss the Woodward-Hofmann rules for conservation of orbital symmetry. That will be little more taxing for young guys like you. However, you can study from different sources. But another elegant method, though little crude in its approach, but very elegant for the beginners to understand everything starting from the allowedness and forbiddenness, photochemically, thermally, as well as regioselectivity, stereoselectivity, everything can be studied by another approach, which I'm going to tell you here is FMO, Frontier Molecular Orbital Approach to understand DAR. I have already told you that we are not going to study or understand Woodward-Hofmann rules for the conservation of orbital symmetry. That's a different way of handling all pericyclic reactions. It's not restricted to DAR. DAR is a specific case of cycloaddition belonging to one of the four types of pericyclic reactions. But this approach may be Woodward-Hoffmann rules or the FMO that I am going to discuss. They are applicable to all types of pericyclic reactions, right? Now let's see what are frontier molecular orbitals, FMO. Now let me tell you, you don't look at all this. If it is butadiene, a conjugated diene, you can understand with your knowledge of the formation of p orbitals, pi bonds, that this is a pi bond, this is a pi bond, and they are all delocalized. The lowest energy molecular orbital obtained by the linear combination of all the p orbitals in the pi system, only taking the pi system, is psi1, where all the upper lobes are positive, shown by red sign, and the lower lobes are negative, shown by no color, white. And the next one is having one node. I'm sorry, because it was displaced sometime, so I didn't rectify. In this, we get only one node in the middle. This is a node. Plus plus, minus minus, plus plus, right? So plus minus, that gives a node. So in this plane, the probability of finding the electron is 0. This is the nodal plane. So in psi2, there is one node. And psi3, because 4 atomic orbitals combine to form 4 molecular orbitals, just like you had done in your diatomic molecules, diatomics, like N2O2, where you were dealing with both sigma and pi. Here only pi, the combination of 4 p orbitals to produce 4 MOs, molecular orbitals. Psi1, psi2 are the bonding, these are the bonding molecular orbitals, pi bonding molecular orbitals. And these are the 2 anti-ABMO, or we call it anti-bonding molecular orbitals. The Americans call it anti, but the British perhaps anti. We Indians call anti-bonding molecular orbitals. This is bonding molecular orbitals, right? Now in psi3, there are 2 nodes. Since I have shifted, I didn't. Now one node is here in the first, that is inversion of phase, plus minus, minus plus. And here these are in phase, so there is a node here. So these are 2 nodes. And in psi4, there are 3 nodes. Here is a node. I have to rub it off because the diagram have been shifted. Now here is one node, here is another node, here is third node, 3 nodes. Now to make the understanding simpler, let me tell you, if there is no node like psi1, all the lobes of identical sign lie on the same side, no node. If there is one or odd number of nodes, 1, 3, 5, 5 will come in hexatriene. So if there are odd number of nodes, then the terminal orbitals will have opposite symmetry property. Now see, plus, minus, minus, plus. But if the number of nodes is even 2, 4, then the terminal orbitals will have the same symmetry properties. Plus, plus, minus, minus. The upper lobes are of same sign, the lower lobes are of same sign. If there is 1 or 3, you will find then there is an inversion of phases. the here upper lobe is positive, here the lower lobe is positive, and here the lower lobe is negative and upper lobe is negative. So that is inversion of symmetry properties, phases. Right? This much we understood, that butadiene pi electron combines pi orbitals, pi atomic orbitals, they combine to form 4 MO, psi 1, psi 2, psi 3, psi 4. And the 4 pi electrons, they remain in psi 1 and psi 2. This is psi 1, 2, psi 2, 2. This is the ground state configuration of butadiene without any irradiation. But if you irradiate, then 1 electron from psi 2 will be promoted to psi 3. But in case of thermal process, there is no excitation. How much of thermal energy you provide, that is not sufficient to overcome this energy barrier. This energy barrier comes in the range of visible and ultraviolet light. The electronic transition, remember, the electronic transition requires higher energy, usually from the UV and visible region, not in the infrared region, which is the heat radiation. They are of very, very low energy, right? Now, for butadiene, this is the HOMO. HOMO means highest, oh, it's not visible, HOMO. HOMO, highest occupied molecular orbital. I repeat, HOMO means highest occupied molecular orbital. So in butadiene, there are 2 electrons in this, not shown here, and 2 electrons in this is shown here. So this is the HOMO. And the LUMO is this. LUMO means lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. This is back end, but lowest. That is another unoccupied molecular orbital, but this is the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. This is psi 3 is the LUMO butadiene component, the diene component, and the psi 2 is the HOMO of the diene component. Similarly, this is the dienophile, this is the diene. In dienophile, there is only one pi bond. This is the pi bonding MO, and if the phases are opposite, adjacent phases are opposite, adjacent lobes are opposite phases, then it is anti-bonding, pi star, pi star. Let us not write psi 1, psi 2, just to avoid repetition, write pi star. Now psi 3, psi 4 are anti-bonding, pi star here is anti-bonding, right? And this gap is really larger than the HOMO. This is the HOMO of the dienophile, the highest occupied molecular orbital, and this is the LUMO of the dienophile. You understand? Now, if you apply UV light to the dienophile, forget about the diene, independently, then 1 electron will go to the pi star, and the HOMO will now become pi star, right? And there will be no LUMO. HOMO will be the pi star, because the highest occupied under irradiation condition is pi star. 1 electron will go here. There is no more orbital. But we are not interested in photochemical process. We shall show that thermal process is allowed, photochemical is disallowed. I'm just saying because I will be also saying why 2 plus 2 cycloaddition is photochemically allowed, not thermally. Now what happens? What happens when dienophile is made electron rich, or say it is simply butadiene? So it will act as the nucleophile. The electron flow will occur. So now there is a HOMO-LUMO interaction, because the HOMO carrying the lone pair, the electron pair, the HOMO carrying the electron pair will interact with the vacant orbital pi star LUMO. So the first reaction will trigger from the HOMO of dyne to the LUMO of dienophile. It will be more so when it will be activated by electron releasing group, and this is deactivated by electron withdrawing group. I'll tell you why. So once electron is donated and a bond is sigma bond is established, now see what happens. This will be the corresponding sigma bonding MO, and this is the corresponding sigma antibonding MO, right? And then of course you might ask me why you are saying then. You said it is a concerted process. Why then? Is it a two-step process? No, it's not a two-step process at all, my dear. It is a one-step process, no intermediate. But the rate of formation of the first sigma bond and second sigma bond, it is different. Not that it will go via an intermediate, via a transition state, but the first bond will be formed between the HOMO of the dyne with the LUMO of the dienophile, and the next sigma bond will be, once electron comes, then the dienophile will act as a nucleophile, and this becomes electron deficient. It will act as an electrophile. So this HOMO of the dienophile will now flow to the vacant LUMO of the dyne. So there will be this combination will give you another sigma bond and the corresponding, this is one sigma, this is one sigma, this is the other sigma. The two sigma bonds are formed by the HOMO-LUMO. First is HOMO-LUMO, then second is HOMO-LUMO, and the corresponding antibonding sigma antibondings are there. That is in fact vacant. Now the interesting situation is these are the two sigma bonds. As you know that when this forms, we write like this, new sigma bond is formed here, and a new pi bond is formed. Since this difference is very small, we have to look to the stability of the product. The more the HOMO of the product, this is the HOMO of the product, is below the HOMO of the dyne, or the HOMO of whichever has a higher energy. So this gap should be as much greater as possible for the product to be more and more stable. But this gap is very small. Why? Because this gap is very large. Unless the dyne and dienophiles are activated and deactivated respectively, the gap cannot be, this gap cannot be reduced. Now see what happens. Now see, this is the HOMO-LUMO, HOMO of dyne, LUMO of dienophile. That's the first step. Now see to the correlation. Now look to the HOMO, the two frontier orbital. This is the frontier FMO, frontier molecular orbital, the whole one. And look at it to the terminal lobes. We find they are in opposite phases, right? And look to the LUMO of the dienophile. They are also in opposite phases. So when they will approach suprafacial direction, then this negative, they will go for a constructive overlap, forming a bond, a sigma bond, and this will also go for a constructive positive. They are in same phase, both the lobes, approaching lobes in superficial direction will have the same lobes. So they will go for a constructive overlap. But we are talking of MO that will give you 1 sigma bond. Don't confuse that it will be giving 2 sigma bonds. This is 1 sigma bond. So talking of MO, not AO. And then the next thing happens. Now the LUMO of diene, now see the LUMO of diene here. LUMO, there are 2 nodes. The 2 terminal lobes are of same phase on the same side. So this is negative, negative, and the HOMO of the dienophile also are of same sign. So they go for a constructive overlap to form another sigma bond. But the first sigma bond is between HOMO of diene to LUMO of dienophile, and the reverse takes place for the second sigma bond. I have clarified that point. But what happens, this I have shown how the correlation, supposing you irradiate it, you don't hit it, irradiate it, so that 1 electron will come here. And supposing this is not irradiated, this gap is very high, we give less energy, UV energy is less, so that lambda will be more, so that it is irradiated. So let us correlate between Psi3, which has got 2 nodes having identical symmetry in the terminal lobes, but again this will be HOMO. This is no longer HOMO, but the LUMO is again opposite lobes. So how they can, this and this, they cannot match, because this is positive, this is negative. This is positive, one will match, but the other one will not. So the frontier molecular orbitals will not match with the terminal lobes. So it will fail to form a bond. So irradiation technique will fail 4+2 cycloaddition. So here there is no irradiation, means the HOMO is Psi2 plus minus plus minus. So they will go for a constructive overlap. If this will come up, then this will overlap with this and this will overlap with this. So they will go for a bond formation, right? Now let us look to how the HOMO-LUMO gap is reduced once you have a EWG. And here I have not shown if there is a EDG or ERG, then this LUMO level is lowered. HOMO-LUMO gap between the dienophile which has been deactivated is lowered. So when this is lowered, this, even if it remains the same, this gap is reduced. So the first trigger, diene to dienophile electron flow, if that happens, then it is an exothermic process. So this can be overcome easily. And synergistically, if this is activated, so this will be also raised up. This will be down by attaching EWG, the LUMO is pushed down, and attaching EDG, this HOMO will be pushed up. So the gap between HOMO-LUMO will be reduced. So the nucleophile, electrophile, first transition, first electron flow will be highly probable, and the conditions will be highly non-drastic, very, very easy conditions, and faster conditions we can get realized DAR. Understand why the necessity of putting EWG in the dienophile and EDG in the electrophile, in the diene. So because to push up the HOMO of diene and push down the LUMO of dienophile, gap between HOMO-LUMO is reduced. But in case of inverse demand DAR that we discussed, supposing we put a electron withdrawing group here and electron donating group here, the gap will not be reduced, it will be pushed apart. So the energy requirement will be high, although the orbital matching will be there, but it's not a good match. Energetically, it will be disfavored. We say it's not a good correlation, good match. So only symmetry property of the lobes matching is not a good matching. Butadiene, ethylene, simple butadiene, ethylene, unsubstituted, that also matches. But the gap I showed you here, it is unsubstituted, it's very large gap. So it requires stringent conditions. Now, I will explain to you the endoselectivity, why endoselectivity is kinetically controlled, and in most cases, whenever there is a possibility, the endo-diastereoisomer is the major product. In the earlier video, if you have not watched, do so. Then you will know what is endo-exo. Now see, supposing you have a cyclopentadiene. There are 4 pi orbitals. You are taking HOMO. One node means the terminal p orbitals will have opposite symmetry property on the same side, plus minus minus plus. Now this connected to a minus M group is also a conjugated system having 4 pi electrons. It's no longer 2 pi electron. It is actually 4 pi electron. And its LUMO, if you look to this one, if you take similar to butadiene, of course the signs, the electron density, they are different. Their sizes, they are all different. But looking to the phase properties of the lobes, same. This is the LUMO, because this is no longer a simple alkene, this is a conjugated one. 4 pi electron they conjugate, and hence this is this one. And 2 nodes means there will be identical signs on the terminal lobes. So here you find that is invisible, oxygen is invisible. This is C double bond C, then single bond C double bond O, OMe, methyl acrylate. Now this one, this is the terminal and this is another terminal, and they are of same sign. This is the opposite sign. Now that is, very, very close to this p orbital of the HOMO of the diene, so that there is a positive interaction. That healthy attraction, it's no bond formation, it's not so close, it's not bond formation. But this attraction makes the system remain orient in this fashion, so that it remains closer to the newly formed double bond here, so that the product is endo. This product leads to endo. But if it remains the opposite side, then such attraction that had happened in the endo position will not happen. So it is not kinetically driven. It is thermodynamically driven, because this is sterically more hindered, but because the activation energy is lowered, this is formed faster. Particularly those which are irreversible reactions, they give the major product endo, not exo, because of the pi interaction of the LUMO of the conjugated dienophile. Dienophile is a double bond, but it is not really one double bond, 2 double bonds, and conjugated one, and there is an interaction between this p orbital and this p orbital, same sign. So because of that, endoselectivity is the key in Diels-Alder stereoselectivity, stereochemistry. But some cases, the reaction is reversible. If some reaction is reversible, for example, reaction of furan with maleic anhydride, this immediately forms this one, endoselectivity, kinetically driven, because the pi bonds remain to the same side of this pi bond, so that the activation energy is lower, so it forms faster. But since it is reversible, so once the backward reaction, I say if this is forward, this is backward reaction, giving again the 2 reactants, diene and dienophile, then they will lead towards a longer time period, they will give you the exo product. So finally, after a certain length of time, if you collect very fast, then you get endo. But if you continue, sustain the reaction for a longer time, then you get exclusively or predominantly the exo product, because it is less sterically hindered position, and therefore exo product sometimes is formed which is thermodynamically controlled at a longer time period, particularly those which are reversible. And let us, before closing, let us see how the dimerization of ethylene is photochemically allowed, thermally forbidden. Now, supposing we look for the thermal dimerization. Now, one ethylene, the HOMO is this, 2 electrons are in pi 1. So, we called it pi and pi star. Let us call pi and pi star. The other ethylene should be LUMO. So, one electron, both the electrons are in the bonding MO. This is the anti-bonding MO. So, we have to take the HOMO of one ethylene combining with the LUMO of the other ethylene, where the lobes are of opposite sign in the same phase, so they cannot correlate. This is correlating, but this is not correlating. This is plus, this is minus. So, thermal dimerization is impossible. You may heat it to 1000 degrees Celsius, you can't get cyclobutane. But the moment you give UV light of particular wavelength, then one of the electron is promoted to the higher state. Now the new HOMO is pi 2. We can't call it anti-bonding. Of course, that was anti-bonding, but now it is carrying, yes, it is anti-bonding. Now it is containing one electron. Of course, spin remains the same. Spin paired remains the same. This is the excited singlet state. Forget about that. See, this spin configuration remains the same. It is opposite here also. But it has now been the new HOMO. Now the new HOMO has one node, and other molecule which has not been irradiated, some molecules are remaining as such. Its LUMO is the same. Its LUMO, that means this type here. The LUMO is this. Some molecules, 50% of the molecule, the LUMO, the vacant orbital is this, completely vacant. And some 50%, the HOMO is this. So both have opposite lobes. So this plus plus will combine, minus minus will combine. So they will go for bond formation, and hence you get a cyclobutane. But it is not possible for thermal, because one is having no node, and that is the HOMO. The LUMO has one node, so the lobes cannot match. Here may be a bonding, but here there will be anti-bonding interaction, plus minus, they will destructively destroy each other. So ultimately no bond formation, cyclization will happen. So in a nutshell, we see that the cycloaddition reaction, our point of interest was 4 plus 2, that is Diels-Alder reaction, is thermally allowed. Simply heating, but different temperature conditions, different substituent conditions, that will lead to better result, better yield with greater endoselectivity, greater regioselectivity and all that. Recent research, I got a 2021 paper where the scientists have prepared many such products from a diene and a dienophile. They have found the mechanism is not only concerted, but some of the products are formed by non-concerted mechanism. For example, by diradical formation. Here, cyclopentadiene with the typical tetrafluoroethylene, the monomer which produces the famous plastic Teflon, polytetrafluoroethylene. That tetrafluoroethylene and cyclopentadiene, they under heated condition, they not only give the usual concerted product, this one, but also give a ring contraction. You find there is a cyclobutane ring by the formation of diradical. So here is a radical here, another radical here, they combine to form a cyclobutane ring. So this cannot be explained unless you have a diradical, right? That has also been corroborated by ESR study, electron spin resonance studies, that radicals are yes formed. These are the intermediates, not the transition states. Similarly, some other like nitro 3-nitropyridine reacts with a diene, of course, with the selected trimethyl siloxyl substituted diene methoxy here. They have found interesting results with a zwitterion, positive part remaining here, negative part remaining here, and this combines so that you get this compound, this this combines here, yes, this here, and this part remains. So let us not bother about how the combination occurs, but my point of interest is that this is a zwitterion formation happens. Zwitterion, I write. Positive and negative ion staying together in a species is called a dipolar ion or a zwitterion. And this is a diradical. So many researches are now being carried out, the diene-dienophile type of reaction with different substituents. Some different products are being isolated, which could be explained by non-concerted mechanism with multiple steps, two-step mechanism, either by diradical formation or by zwitterion formation. So this is the end of our program. How did you like it? And here I have given you some practice questions. Let us together do. I suggest to stop the video, to pause the video and scroll down. Scroll down. You can, instead of scrolling down, it is better to go to the description box where I have given the entire file. Look to the file, answer the questions, and then match with my answers. Now, this is very simple. The first kind requiring very rigorous conditions. So this is nothing but cyclohexene. Conditions are very vigorous. It is not a very favorable reaction. But here this has been, this is also not favorable because this is not a electron withdrawing group. Methyl group is electron pushing group. But I have asked you to practice. Now since these are anti-trans, so the trans geometry will be maintained. So this will remain on one side, this will be on the other side. So the product stereochemistry will have the same stereo identity as the dienophile. This is anti or trans, right? But it will have its enantiomer. This is a dissymmetric molecule, so it will have its mirror image isomers. Forget about that. Now what about this one, CF3NO2? These are strongly electron withdrawing group, and this will be very fast reaction. Even if this is not activated, this is deactivated. So you have a 6-membered ring, so the double bond comes here, the same numbering you can make, and as usual this were on the same side, and this will also remain on the same side. The stereochemistry is maintained, is preserved. This is seen. But remember, this will have another exoisomer. This, supposing this is endo, you can have another diastereoisomer because this is meso, it's not. But another form where the two will remain on the other side, both below the plane. But endo means these groups are nearer to this pi bond, on the same side of the pi bond. Exo means these two are away, opposite side of this pi bond, right? But this will remain on the same side because it was cis. or Z. This is E. Now coming to a cyclopentadiene, what you do like this. You do it in this format. Always you proceed in this format. This is the tail part, this useless part. And then in. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you connect them so that you get a 6-membered ring. Draw a 6-membered ring. Although it's not actually planar, but for students, you can draw a planar ring and double bond coming here, and there is a linkage between 1 to 4, a bridge. So put it like this. You can put it like this, but it looks better if you draw a bicyclic ring in this fashion. So there is one carbon, right? And there is no other thing. So this is the final product of the Diels-Alder reaction. Oh, I'm so sorry. There are so many things that will be done. Now similarly, this is ethyl and CF3 are anti. And this is the diene part. Forget about this. And this is 5, this is 6. So immediately make a 6-membered ring, and this 1 to 4 connection should be there with a 2 carbon bridge, and this 2 will remain opposite. If this is above the plane, then this is ethyl. I write Et and below the plane. If this is 1 plus its enantiomer, it will be the other. Right? It is dissymmetric, so it will have definitely its mirror image isomer. Right? But the anti-identity will remain, will be preserved. Coming to this, where the tetra substituted, so, and there will be, this is the diene part. And the 1, 2, 3, these are the another bridge will be hanging up, connecting 1 and 4. So this is 5 and 6. Let us draw the 6-membered ring, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So NO2, CN are on the same side. So NO2 and CN on the same side, and NO2 and CF3 are also on the same side. So there is another NO2 here, and there is another CF3 here. Right? So this is not a chiral center. This is a chiral center. This can be opposite also. So it can have its mirror image form. Let us forget about that. But we write this, and double bond comes here. This double bond comes here. But what about this 3 carbon bridge? So you can use another pen or pencil to make it 1, 2, 3. So between 1 to 4, there is a bridge containing 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3. That is the final product. Similarly here, you just do it in this way. You write like the other way. You always practice in this way. So instead of this, you just revert it and then join. So we got a 6-membered ring, and here and there is between 1 and 4 there is there is a bridge containing 1 carbon atom. So that we have to sew, and then in this carbon we have COOH, right? So we do not have the ortho and para, regioselectivity. Up to this we have not got, because for that there will be one substituent in the diene, one substituent in the dienophile. Such a thing has not yet come. Now Same thing you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a conjugated system, but you take this as the diene component, dienophile component. So this will come here, this will join here, and this will join here, so that you get a 6-membered ring, and this will be a pi double bond, and out of the triple bond, 1 pi bond will be left out, and between 1 and 4, there will be a 2-carbon bridge that you can sew, right? And 2-carbon pipe number 5, you have a COOCH3. So this is the final product. You can do it, you practice, you do. But here you have to show the the regioselectivity. Now see, this is in the first position. If the electron releasing group is in the first position, the ortho product is the dominant product, right? Because this is plus delta, and in fact this is minus delta. So this will be joining in in this way, in the opposite way. Make it upside down, so that I will make it upside down so that it will come nearer. Rather, I will put, if this is negative, the positive I will show here, so that CHO will be here. So this will be positive, this will be negative, but it will be a synchronous process where this will come here, and this will come here, this will come here. So the product will be 6-membered ring, and the major product will be ortho, right? But the para product will also, the meta product, if it would have joined here and here, then OCH3 and CH would have been meta. Plus meta product will be there, but this is major. This is what we call regioselectivity. Then coming to this one, where this is a trans, we have to make it as cis first. That is possible. Now we have to go for this. We have to make a rotation here, so that but this is the configuration. We have changed the conformation. This is trans, so this will also remain trans, and this is also trans, so this will also remain trans. So I told you the lower upper rule. Do you remember? In the previous video, we have seen how the substituted diene, also with substituted dienophile, that this is cis, this is outside. So when they will combine, there will be a 6-membered ring, no doubt, a cyclohexene ring, no doubt, and this two, since they are outside, they will remain on the same side of the phase, CH3, CH3. Obviously, hydrogen will remain on the opposite side, but on the same phase, same side. And this CN should remain on the same side. This is one, and the other one is its diastereoisomer, when CN will be on the back side, both on the same side. This scene, this with respect to this scene and with respect to this scene, that is the scenario. So had this been, this is ZEE configuration. Here we only change the conformation, but the configuration we can't change. It is trans, 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 trans. So these are outside groups, so they remain on the same. Inside group was hydrogen, so they also remain on the same side, but the opposite side of the plane. And this was seen, cyanide was seen, so they will remain on the same side. This is one, the other one is its diastereoisomer isomer, where both will be down the plane, right? So you can also go for furan. Furan is this. It is an aromatic compound, 5-membered ring plus maleimide. This is malic acid and this is imide, not anhydride, simply it is NH. Same thing. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a 6-membered ring, and this oxygen bridge will be looking like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever was there, that there should be, will be there like that without any change. But this should be endo, because it will be falling down, because I have not done a good picture. I would have shown falling down, so that this falling down, so that this pi bond and this group will remain on the same side. So endo is the major product. It has got also exo, right? So this will be this way, so this on the same side, or this is in the other way, so that it will be exo. Close to the pi bond, same side, endo. Now coming to this, you can see that this is the diene part 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5, 6. But this is the conjugation is good for health. Now we combine, we are so master now, then we see there is a bridge. Oh, I'm so sorry. We are almost at the end of our program. Don't worry at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever was there, 5, 6, this is 5, 6, there are connection with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so everything will remain the same, but this will, and double bond I missed out, but this will be again, endo will be more, unless and otherwise we know. But here endo is kinetically driven. I told you that furan reacts at 25 degrees Celsius, giving you the endo product. But the temperature is high or time is longer, then it will revert back, and the thermodynamically more stable exo product, exo, will be at 90 degrees Celsius. You understand? This is kinetically driven, this is thermodynamically driven. If nothing is said in the examination, you make it endo, the major product. This pi bond and this, they will remain on the same side. I can't show it in the diagram. So here this is the diene part. You take it to the left side. This is the alkene part and this is the diene part, and accordingly so. And let me see how many questions are left out. That's it. Yes, it is almost 1 hour. So I think you can do the next, all these things you can do. This is again, this is the diene portion. You write like the way I told you, and this is the dienophile portion. And there will be no difficulty, but yes, there will be bicyclic compound, then the endo will be the more, and this is the diene portion, and one of them, this is the dienophile portion. You can do in the similar way. I just tell you the other way. So this is the diene. This is the dienophile. This is the diene. This is the dienophile. And this is the diene, and this is the dienophile. And this is the diene. And this one of them, I think this is a repetition. No, slightly different. This is the dynophile. You can do, and maybe later I can put the answer in the description box, not in the video. And this is the dynophile. Again, this is furan. Be careful of furan. So that lower temperature gives endo, higher temperature exo. This is the dyne and this is the dynophile. And this is the dyne, this is the dynophile. And here this is substituted, this is ZE, this is E, this portion is Z. So it will give you an anti-product, because this is, here methyl hydrogen will be outside groups, so they will remain outside on the same side, say above the plane, and hydrogen methyl, they're on the opposite side, I mean on the same side but opposite phase. So the ultimate will be the anti-relationship between this methyl in the product, and this will be remaining anti. So there can be two anti, so there can be an enantiomer. So that completes our program. How did you like it? Did you get a feel of Diels-Alder reaction, which you can use in all India level competitions, maybe all world level competition, because I also teach to students of some of the students in US who are pursuing for their AP program. You know what is AP? Advanced Placement Program. So you can learn more about it. That is for US. So I'm also guiding them, but that is, the organic chemistry is not there. But for other higher level tests, so anyone watching throughout the world, from African country to Indian, my home country, or my neighboring countries like Bangladesh and Pakistan, are the same soil, and other countries can benefit out of my work, then I will be immensely grateful to the divine, as we call in this belt Uparwala. Bye bye, take care, see you later in another fascinating lecture on organic mechanism or name reaction. That is the trend going on now. Bye.